Welcome to another edition of the Contractors' Secret Weapon weekly podcast with your hosts, Dave Negri. This program is dedicated to helping contractors, remodelers, painters, roofers, roof cleaners, and business owners in the construction industry gain an unfair advantage over the competition. This program supplies you with information that the competition doesn't even know exists. This session brought to you by ContractorsSecretWeapon.com.
Before we get into the conversation with you, I just want to do a shout out to our sponsors who help promote Contractors' Secret Weapon and just some of the things that they have in store for you, our listeners. Hey, is your phone ringing enough? Do you want it to ring more with highly motivated and qualified buyers that contact you, the contractor, directly? No more waiting for the phone to ring. Just answer that phone. Best Home Services leads are dedicated to making your phone ring with motivated buyers that call you directly. There's no obligation to talk with them. Just go to ContractorsSecretWeapon.com/money. Fill out the form to secure your discount on the setup fee. Do it today. This special will not last forever. Check them out at ContractorsSecretWeapon.com/money.
Running a small business is no easy task, and I should know because I had a service company for almost 10 years. I am the founder of a software called Radius Bomb, and it's unbelievable. And for all the listeners of Contractor's Secret Weapon, we have a special offer for you to check out. If you want to send hyper-targeted, laser-focused, super personalized postcards to your exact prospects using a map while sitting in your underwear, then go to ContractorSecretWeapon.com/Radius Bomb, and we'll give you your first 100 postcards for free. Just go to ContractorSecretWeapon.com/Radius Bomb.
Hey, this is Dave Negri with Contractors' Secret Weapon. Today we have an exciting guest, and I say that about all our guests, and they are exciting. Today I have Lindsay Phillips with Smooth Sailing Business Growth. Lindsay is the captain of content marketing. We just named her that. Serial entrepreneur, self-professed organizational freak, client appointment taskmaster, plus project ninja and warrior content marketer for life, and business coaches, accountants, and other online entrepreneurs across the globe, and contractors. As the CEO and founder of Smooth Sailing Business Growth, she leads a rockstar team to support entrepreneurs who are seeking a fast-paced business growth but finally have come to the realization that they can't do it alone, do it at all, or do it well. Amen to that. That's where we all get stuck. And
yeah.
I met Lindsay probably a year and a half ago. In Orlando at Dream Business Academy. And so I wanted to bring Lindsay on because Lindsay's just got to become part of my team, and I'm excited about what she's doing for me. So we wanted to introduce her to our audience. So Lindsay, thanks for being with us today.
You betcha. I'm excited to chat because it's an important topic.
It is.
To me.
Of course. You're the captain of content marketing.
Woohoo!
So when we were together in Rhode Island a couple of weeks ago, we had talked about this and putting together a podcast for contractors about content marketing, because it seems to be that, and it's not just contractors, it's basically every business, isn't it?
Yeah.
That we get all so wrapped up in what we're doing that we don't have time for a lot of the important stuff. So how do we do that, Lindsay?
Yeah, so today I'm going to talk about some of the biggest mistakes that a lot of service business companies do when it comes to content marketing. I think I'll focus on social media marketing. I mean, content marketing, just to kind of give a brief description, it's a really broad term. I mean, it's like all those ideas that you have in your head, your knowledge, your experience, and any way that you share that with your, prospects or your clients, whether it's video or blogs or podcasts, social media, through email, that's content marketing. You're delivering that, information that you have that's of value to someone else because you're helping them and you're serving them. But I do find that, a lot of contractors, I guess they don't see the importance in social media. I mean, you've probably heard it, Dave, where it's like they just they put a door knocker out, or they send out postcards, and people call for that coupon, and they get, there's measurable results, right? They get so many sales that week, and all their technicians are going out and what have you. So I think that when they think social media, they're like, well, if I do a social media post, well, how come I'm not getting a call from it right away? Do you find that?
Yeah, and I know from my own experience that I've never really measured it in that sense of not getting calls right away, but I do notice since I slowed down my my painting business that I hadn't been posting as much, but so I noticed that it's not ranking as well as it was before.
Interesting. Yeah.
And so I'm not getting as many calls off the website. I still get a lot of calls from referrals and stuff like that, but I've noticed that it's significantly slowed down because, again, it was my choice not to do that.
Yeah.
But a lot of guys, it's not a choice either way. There's no consistency.
Totally.
Yeah.
And I think, here's how I explain it too, like why it's important. First of all, it's you're being top of mind, right, to the people that are in your area, that are local. If you're out of sight, you're out of mind, and they're not going to call you. It's as simple as that. And if I put it in this term, like for instance, let's say you are looking for, a painter, a plumber, whatever that may be. And where do we search, right? We go to Facebook and we go to Google.
Right.
Now, if you go to someone's website or Facebook page and there is no content, there's no blogs, there's no posts, honestly, people are going to wonder if you're even in business. And so it's those kinds of thoughts that are going through your prospect's head that matters. And then the other thing is that if you're really inconsistent, right? Like let's say you're really good for a week or so, and then you're kind of off of it thinking it's not important for a couple of months. And I know for me, I've done this. I've gone to a Facebook page, sourcing out a business for whatever. And my first thought is, if I have a problem, are they going to be around to support me? Are they going to answer my questions? Are they going to be available and reliable? And these are really important thoughts when it comes to the branding of your business, your customer service, getting new leads, referrals. Like that mindset and those thoughts are absolutely crucial to your reputation and the growth of your business, in my opinion.
Right. So what's the easiest way?
I know, right? I will say two more big mistakes before I get to the what to do part. So the other mistake I find, Dave, is that a lot of people, and it's not just the service business industry, other entrepreneurs do it as well, but when they do post, it's all promotion. And to me and your prospects, they're thinking, well, it's all about you. You just want our business. It's just all about numbers and dollars. So it's how you're coming across. You're not, by giving them free information or tips or, answering their questions, then you're serving them. And that whole level of customer service makes a big impact. So one of my bits of advice there is really be conscious of how much you're promoting within your social media platform feeds. And it's more of a ratio thing, right? Say you've got a couple of posts every day, then maybe like every, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday or something, you do a promo. If you've got a really big sale on, then that 1 week you're going to have a bit more promo than others, right? But you need to also serve. So therefore, you want to have posts that give them tips. Like, I don't know, for example, as a painter, maybe prep tips on how to prep the wall before you paint, or, don't paint outside in the middle of summer because it's just going to get all sticky, and, the optimum times to paint certain things and what have you, right? Or like a tip, have a picture of two different paintbrushes, which one sucks and which one's the good one to use. There's so many different fun ways you can do it. So you want to make sure that you're, answering their questions, informing them about things that affect them on a day-to-day basis when they're dealing with, whatever it is that you do, right? The third thing is that people don't take into consideration is that whole know, like, and trust factor. So sometimes they feel that they should just post, it's all just, very serious stuff. It's all like, parts and what we're doing and how we can help you. But it's like, you gotta lighten up. People don't care about what the new model toilet is. That's the latest and greatest. They really don't. They just don't.
I agree.
They want to, you can do it in a fun way and like have a picture of like, the horse-scene toilet and then a really nice one. And hey, which one would you pick? So you can use sense of humor. It's okay.
Or I just bought this new toilet for my cat,
I know, totally. You can have fun with it. But even post pictures like if you have new employees or, the office manager just became a grandma for the first time, post a picture of her with their little kid. Because then also their family's going to share that picture if they, if they're tagged in, and then that's going to extend the reach of, your business because it's your Facebook page. But it's also, your people want to know you as a real person. People want to feel like they know you. So even if you take pictures of like the technicians or whatever, when they come into that person's house, hey, I remember seeing you on Facebook. They sort of feel like they already know them already. Do you know what I mean? That feeling of trust. And if they relate to you on a human, right, like, they could chat to you as a neighbor, or if they bumped into you in the street, they'd have a conversation with you. If they feel that connection with you through social, then you will do much better business-wise. So don't discount being personal on social media. That's really important, and people forget about that.
Yeah, and I know that's one of my biggest drawbacks is because I forget about having fun. I just think about business, and
I know,
and it's so it's so hard to. Well, to me, it's a big challenge. Anyways, I force myself. I've been doing some live videos, so
that's awesome.
But that's been just forcing myself to do things. Like I was thinking, while you were talking about, where to get content, and I think, like for a lot of guys, just take your frequently asked questions.
Yeah.
And just do a 1-minute video. If you did a 1-minute video and posted it on your website, and then, because I think even on a lot of the new WordPress sites, you can post it to your website, and it'll send it directly over to Facebook, won't it? Sometimes.
It depends what plugins you have and stuff like that.
So, a lot of times you can do it in one shot or do it in reverse.
Yep, or you just use like Social Champ or Hootsuite, and if you have the app on your phone, then you can just like, upload a picture, type a little message, boom, done.
Yeah, and so like, because I've been overwhelmed by some of the things I've been doing, and we won't go into that. But so I've been, but so the other day I was driving down the road and I had this thought, so I did a podcast.
Sweet.
In driving down the road, it was kind of weird. I didn't lose the camera, so I'll post it, and I'll
Awesome.
So that's my new one of my new deals is it's going to be 8 to 10 minutes, just sitting down and going over a topic and letting it go from there. Because it doesn't need to be half hour, 40 minutes.
No.
It's when you're like in this scenario, because there's a lot of stuff that we're going to cover, we're going to talk about. But when I'm having fun trying to figure out how to do it differently. Let's put it that way.
That's good. And then you'll notice more people will be commenting and engaging. And it's like going, like you said, you're crazy busy. And like, service business owners and contractors that are overseeing teams and stuff like that, they are busy. But even if there's someone in your team that you can empower to have that task, and then if they do it on a daily basis and it becomes a routine, then it's not so onerous. I mean, honestly, in the average day of a business, right? Let's say there's an office staff, a technicians, the boss, whatever. Everyone's got stories from their day, right? They were at this house and this owner did this and said this, and, it ended up being this was wrong. And, listen to those stories. It can become a post easy. Like, oh, one of our technicians just got back from the office. The client had a great question. It was this. Have you guys had that problem before?
Yeah.
So even just asking questions on social media, you'll be surprised what you'll get back, or asking their opinion. People love to tell you their opinion.
Yeah, for sure. And, while you're talking, I had this thought. I'm going, wow, if you have a big enough team, you could actually have a sort of like a contest. Whoever sends me the best post, the best out of your whole team will buy you dinner or something like that.
Totally.
Yeah, so now you got, depending on the size of your team, you have 5, 6, 10 different videos that you could put up on Facebook or something.
Exactly. And just paying attention to those stories at the end of the day, marking some things down for the next day, or even like there's bound to be testimonials and good stories that you get from your customers in the day, right?
Yeah.
Or like as a painter, like the before and after pictures, killer.
Oh, yeah.
And the person that had the work done, like if you tag them or if you like let them know that you're posting it and then they share it with their friends and blah, 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 you're again extending your reach and getting people involved.
Wow, I never thought about tagging your customers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. People love before and afters.
And everybody likes getting involved.
They do. And that's where I'm going to go into my next point, Dave. Good segue. Is that a lot of people sort of forget that social media is social. They, put up posts and then they walk away. But it's like you have to, even if it's, again, having someone on your team to delegate, right? But even if you take 10 minutes a day, while you're in your truck, but while you're having your coffee, whatever it may be, you can, make sure that you check out the messages, see who's commenting and liking your posts, say thanks for the like, comment back, engage with them, answer their questions, have conversations. You can even direct message someone, hey, I saw you were concerned about this, maybe we can chat about it later, or, maybe my team can reach out to you, whatever that may be. Just always think of it's an avenue to have conversations with your prospects and people that are in your community. And then also to extend that even further, it's really beneficial to think about the organizations, because I know a lot of your contractors, it's not online business, right? It's local.
Right.
So, make sure that you're following your chambers of commerce or associations, or even like, I don't know if you have it down there, but like nonprofits, right? Like Knights of Columbus or whatever those, giving communities are. Even partnerships, right? I mean, a painter might be a really good partner for like contractors that, they might do the woodwork, but they don't do the painting.
Right.
So get connected on social, comment on their stuff. If someone on their feed has a question about painting walls, you can certainly step in there and answer that question in the comment. And then maybe you'll even get business that way. So it's really having those conversations and getting involved with different companies and different organizations within your community.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's just, there again, it's engagement and it's creating relationships.
Yep, absolutely. I had another thought. Where did it go?
Find it.
I know. I was thinking about partnerships and stuff like that, and it just escaped me. I mean, you can even do, taking it one step further, is, if you have good partnerships with other, similar businesses where it's kind of a good match, you could have like a joint promo on social media and like, tag them and go, and that way you're feeding off of each other's audiences to grow it.
Wow, that's a great. My pen stopped working. Yeah, that's a great, because I'm always telling people that they need to partner up with other people.
Yeah. It's gold, man.
Yeah.
For sure.
Because we get, a lot of times, even at other business owners, joint partnerships, we get stuck on the think that, it's all up to us. But when we can get someone who has the same types of customers that we have, then we can combine stuff together. They can use us, we can use them, and it really makes it's really a fast way to grow your business.
Very.
It's better than one-on-one.
Yeah, it's a win-win, and if you can carry that on social, then you can tap in on their audience, and vice versa. And making sure that you're doing it consistently. And I always say, if you don't schedule it in your calendar, and you're just like, oh, I'll do it when I have time, it's never going to get done. Yeah. It's either you have it in your calendar and you make it a habit, like 7:30 to 8 a.m. every morning, you're going to do this, and it becomes a routine, or outsource, to a company, or have someone on your team that's delegated and that's part of their job.
So, one of the calendar is probably like one of my biggest things.
Me too.
I think about it, then I write it down. I do all my notes. I write it down, then I don't look at my notes.
I know. If I don't, I have a project management system, which is Teamworks, which, for tasks and projects, especially with my team, there's 10 of us all together.
Yeah.
So just to keep it all organized. But and I have tasks in there for myself, obviously. But if there's something like that I have to do, or I'm like hooped, then I put it in my calendar, because it pops up and reminds me. And I don't just have appointments in there. I have tasks. You have to do this today. It's a top priority.
I hear you. I know. I keep going back to and I keep going back to the calendar. I was thinking about it this morning. I started writing stuff in the calendar, and I'd print it out for me. And then I take it with me so that it pops up. Then it still pops up, on my phone. But then if I'm doing something, I'll do it later. But then it has to be done if it's sitting in front of me on a piece of paper.
That is true.
Just one of my things.
Kind of like that age-old thing where I even still, believe it or not, will write something on my hand every now and then. How old school is that?
Yeah, for sure.
Too funny.
Yeah, I haven't done that in a long time. That's pretty cool. So. On the content marketing and getting stuff over, you talked about outsourcing if you don't have someone on your team. You do that, don't you?
Absolutely, yeah. We actually work with a few service businesses. We do their email marketing. That's part of it. So they send out like an e-newsletter and a couple other promo pieces and stuff like that go out. And we also create the social media for a given month. So a lot of service businesses or contractors might hopefully be blogging, because it helps with your SEO.
Sure.
And then we obviously promote the blogs, just do fun tips. We try to get pictures. Again, we usually have a point of contact over at their office to get some pieces of information. Oh, I remember what the thing is that I forgot before.
Okay.
When things just randomly come back to you?
Yeah.
It was letting people know what's going on in your community. So you can have posts about, let's say there's a fall fair happening, or there's like there's all sorts of events, Rib Fest, whatever it may be, or charity events. If you're posting those kinds of things, it shows that you're involved in the community and you're aware of what's going on and that you care about the community. People love that. And also, especially if you tag in whoever's running it, and plus people will see it, they'll share it like crazy because it's a fun event and they want other people to know. So that's another great way to extend your reach and show that you're community oriented.
Wow, I never thought about that. I've seen where guys they've taken and they've created a area community page, like say I live in Palm Harbor.
Yeah.
So they do Palm Harbor, and then they'll post stuff in there for, anybody in the area they'll just post stuff in there, what's going on and stuff like that. So, but that's work. Well, it's all work.
Well, yes, it is.
It is.
But again, it's so easy to know, like, okay, if you figure out what's going on in the next month,
right,
you can go into your Hootsuite or like your social media management tool and then bang out a whole bunch of social media posts about stuff that's coming up in the community. Again, you can, as they pop up, tag the organization or comment it. Ask people like, hey, who's going to this? Again, asking questions is a huge way to engage people. Create a poll. See what people care about.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I like to ask questions. I remember there's this one girl that she asked questions, would you rather have this or do this? And the amount of people that respond is just crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's kind of like dumb stuff, but it doesn't matter,
And then also, Dave, too, on another note is, and some people think, well, it's not like industry related, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Because think about it, if you have fun pictures and like those community ones, or even like what your cat did yesterday, there's a lot of cat and dog lovers out there. They'll like it, share it, comment it. That will boost the algorithm within Facebook, and you will show up more in that person's feed. So that when you do promo or have tips, they're more likely to see it.
Gotcha. That's crazy. Never thought about that.
Yeah.
It's weird how everything works.
Oh, I know.
It doesn't work, and the things you got to do to keep track of, and that's why it's just better to outsource it, I think.
There you go. But yeah, going back to what we do, we obviously create the content, create the pictures, make sure that they're branded. They've got your logo in it. They got the right colors to match your website. And then, so we pre-schedule it all. You obviously approve it, but and that way it's all done for you. But you still have to go in and engage and follow and comment and all that kind of stuff.
Or have one of your people do it.
Yes, yeah, that too. Yes, we do that as well, yeah.
But it has to get done one way or the other. It just has to get done.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's and it keeps you top of mind in not only your customers, but people that your customers know that are. It's kind of weird on how it all comes together, isn't it?
I know, and it's like as a company, you think about your core values, right? And what your mission statement is, and what you stand for, and all that kind of stuff. This is how you act out those things, right? It shows that you care about the community, that you care about what their problems are, what they're thinking about. You're serving them and giving them information. You're showing that you're an expert in what you do, so that they're like, hey, that person really understands plumbing or whatever. They know a toilet inside out. But they're going to think about you then instead of calling somebody else.
Right. And with all that stuff, that's really what you want. You just
it's the name of the game.
Everything in the forefront mind of your customer and your potential customer, because those that are following you could be potential customers or could refer you to somebody too. Yeah,
absolutely, for sure. And don't be afraid to share your testimonials and your success stories on social. It's okay to toot your own horn.
Oh, cool. So I'll take my Google reviews and put them on.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, just take a little screenshot of it and be like, yay, look what just showed up today.
That's a great idea. All right, everybody listening, this is awesome stuff. So, Lindsay, how we're coming to the close of everything. Is there anything that's been in the back of your mind that you wanted to let out?
I just want contractors and service business owners to understand the importance that social media really has and the impact it does have on your business. You don't see the exact results like you do on a door knocker or whatever. You don't get that, oh, my sales went up this week. Right. It's a long-term game, right? And it takes time to nurture and gain those relationships, but it is so important. So hopefully I've opened up some minds.
I think it's been awesome. So, Lindsay, how can our people get in touch with you?
For sure. So they can go to lindsayphillips.com where my blogs, videos, and podcasts are. Of course, they're also on my main site, which is smoothbusinessgrowth.com. And I do actually have a client attraction system. It's a free guide. So they can go to smoothbusinessgrowth.com/client attraction.
And we'll put everything up in the show notes so it'll be easier for everyone to get in touch with you. So that
sure.
You can do all the stuff that they don't want to do except for the interaction.
Yeah, absolutely. And that I can teach and teach a member of your team to get on board with that for sure.
Yeah, because it's just, I'll get there again, a lot in time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not a lot in time, a lot in time. That's kind of weird. Okay.
Yeah. I know what you meant.
I know what I meant too. It just didn't come out right. It didn't seem right. So this has really been awesome. I just want to thank you so much for sharing with us today and your expertise, and especially the content marketing. I know that when I was in Rhode Island, it was just, you made it look so simple, and then because of the way you broke it down and everything, but the simplicity of it is really just making a schedule and keeping it to it and being consistent.
Yep.
And if you can't do that, or know you don't want to do that, then give Lindsay a shout out and give her a call, and she'll be happy to go over stuff with you so that you can do things right in social media or just content marketing. However you want to say it.
For sure. That works.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much, Dave.
All righty, we'll talk with you later.
All right. You bet.
Yeah, for sure. Again, I want to thank you for joining us and investing your time with us today. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode, and if you did, go to iTunes and give us a shout out. You can also go to our website, www.contractorsecretweapon.com, and check out today's episode and leave us a comment in the bottom of the page. And if you haven't gotten your 15 secret weapon strategies to getting higher end customers, get it while you're at the website. Also, I want to thank again our sponsors for keeping this podcast alive for your profit-making pleasure. And so go be profitable this week. Work smarter, not harder, and learn how to leverage your time and your knowledge so that you can be more profitable. Again, see you next week.
Thanks for joining us for another weekly episode of the Contractors Secret Weapon Podcast with Dave Negri. We would love to hear your comments about this episode, so visit us online at www.contractorsecretweapon.com and let us hear your thoughts. If you were listening via iTunes, please leave us a positive review. The more positive reviews we receive, the more other contractors will benefit from this show. Thank you, and see you next time here on the Contractors Secret Weapon Podcast.